Well, my friends, this is another case of psoriasis. I have given elaborate examples and illustrations of the cases of psoriasis in different videos. That psoriasis is a skin disease, well-defined erythematous scaly plaques. Scaly, খোসার মতন প্লেক্স, মাছের আঁশের মতন উঠতে থাকে। By nature, they are chronic inflammatory hyperproliferative skin disease. So disordered cell proliferation is the keynote symptom of this disease. They are the results of formation of immature epidermal cells which are shaped as scales. ম্যাচিওর হতে পারছে না, স্কিনের যে লেয়ারগুলো উঠছে ক্রমাগত ইম্যাচিওর অবস্থায় খুলে খুলে পড়ে যাচ্ছে। It has been seen in both sexes, but clinically I have seen males are the common victims. It can appear at any age, but more than 50% of patients presents the symptomatology of the disease before 30 years. It has some relation with the family history, but not only genetic, also environmental factors are responsible for this disease. Generally, in many cases, no itching. However, some patients may have severe itching. So, basically, these are the chronic, inflammatory, hyperproliferative, well-defined erythematous scaly plaque formations over the skin due to immatureness of the layers of the skin. Is it curable by homeopathic medicines? I have cured. Yes, there are evidences, and that evidences are given in the YouTube channel. I have cured many cases. In the practice of medicine, the book, which is solely depend on the clinical experience and practice of the modern medicine practitioners, it has been clearly stated the disease is incurable. But in homeopathy, it has answered, it is curable. In many cases, I have cured the disease. The procedure of treatment varies from individual to individual. That's why many physicians are not able to cure the disease. Because homeopathy treats the patient, not the disease. If you run through a disease, the medicine belongs to psoriasis, you will damn fail. But you would treat the patient as a whole with the holistic idea, with the totality of the patient, with the individualizing features, you will be succeed. These patients, one of the patients, age about 37 years, he himself is a allopathic practitioner. That's why I do not like to show his face. I am giving the voice from this person. The psoriasis is for last 23 years. The present age is 37 years. So, it may be considered when he was a student of class 7 or 8, the disease started. At the age of 13 or 14, like that. Severe itching. Itching aggravates at winter. There is great hair falling, etc. He consulted many allopathic physicians and also including homeopathic physicians. For homeopathic treatment, he consulted the physician of National Institute of Homeopathy, the prestigious Institute of Homeopathy in India. They have prescribed hypersulfur. I have seen the prescriptions, hypersulfur, repeated doses, hypersulfur, lycopodium, carcinosin, etc. lycopodium, carcinosin, hypersulfur, and many other medicines. But all the medicines are wrong selection. All the medicines are vague selection. So how the patient will cure? Nowadays, in the homeopathic institutions, there are very scanty teachers, less number of teachers who do believe themselves the classical homeopathy and practicing homeopathy. They are only bookish. They are only theoretical persons. They even themselves do not believe homeopathy. Many of their sons are studying allopathy, MBBS. So the persons, if they have little faith or less faith in homeopathy, how they will practice? Naturally, they are prescribing lycopodium, they are prescribing carcinosin, hypersulfur, like this. He has also consulted with other homeopathic physicians, and they have prescribed also like that. No medicine is Suriname is given. The patient belongs to Suriname. The disease aggravates at winter. The disease aggravates at winter. In my repertory, Suriname, scabies, eczema, all skin diseases are given under one rubric, eruptions. Different characters of eruptions, alphabetically given, you will find very easily. So eruptions, winter aggravates, Suriname is there. Winter aggravates. Though the psoriasis sometimes itself aggravates at winter, matters little. Not in every person it not aggravates at winter, so our patients develop the symptoms aggravating at winter. Number 2, chilliness. এই যে ফ্যান চলছে, এয়ার চলছে, উনি একটু শীত শীত মনে করেন, chilliness. And there is great falling of hair. It is also an important symptom of Suriname. Profuse perspiration, ঘাম বেশি এবং ঘামে একটু গন্ধ হয়, sweat opens. And one of the strongest mental symptom, I have asked the patient to clarify, to determine, to confirm the selection of my medicine about the mental symptom. Suriname patient is the only patient, and Varam med are pessimistic, not optimistic. They easily becomes hopeless, just opposite of tuberculinum. Tuberculinum is hopeful. So if you go through the Nations regional leaders, the first line is very sad and hopeless and despondent. The NAS started Suriname with this symptom, very sad and hopeless. So hopeless mentality, that means always see the negative side of that life. So negative mentality, that means the pessimistic mentality, and the profuse perspiration, which is offensive, and the disease itself aggravates at winter, and chilliness feeling, all symptoms go in favor of Suriname. And they are prescribing, the bloodful prescriptions are hypersulfur, lycopodium, carcinosin, without proper case taking, without collection of proper symptoms, without interpretation of symptoms, without evaluation of symptoms, without analysis of the symptoms. So this is the demerits of homeopathy. This is the drawbacks in homeopathy, and thus homeopathy will spill on them. It will be lost in this country. National Institute of Homeopathy is a prestigious university, prestigious institution, and they are prescribing a simple, they cannot prescribing a simple Suriname for a Suriname patient. আপনার ঘাম বেশি না কম?
ঘাম বেশি।
ঘামে গন্ধ হয়?
হয়।
He is telling that the sweat is perspiration is profuse and it is offensive. আপনি পেসিমিস্টিক আর অপটিমিস্টিক সহজে ভেঙে পড়েন, আশাহীন হয়ে পড়েন না আশাবাদী? আশাহীন. The patient himself is telling that he is hopeless, pessimistic. শীত ভাব বেশি বলেছিলেন আমাকে, সহজে একটু শীত ভাব লাগে,
মানে আপনার ফ্যান চালালে ঠান্ডা লাগছে, আবার অফ করলে গরম হচ্ছে,
অফ করলে গরম লাগে, কিন্তু চালালে ঠান্ডা লাগছে। So there is chilliness. So chilliness, sweat profuse, offensive, and pessimistic. And the disease aggravates at winter. In which season skin disease aggravates? কোন সময় বেশি বাড়ে মনে হয়? Winter aggravates. And last point, this is the medicine acts over the skin. It has definite affinity over the skin. So fears of action over the skin. Profuse perspiration which is offensive. The disease aggravates at winter. The pessimistic mentality always sees the dark side, the negative side of the life. So the medicine is Suriname. So I do like to prescribe Suriname 1 2 dose, followed by PTRS 1000. And let's see the result, my friends. I shall share. Please remember this video. Definitely the patient will be improved by this great nojote of homeopathy.